Okay, today I'm actually fixing a seized caliper, bolt. Um, One of them was really hard to come out, and um, I got it out. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and pretty easy and simple. Um, this what's holds on to this here, to the brake caliper, and then the two screws. It goes into here. And as you can see, it goes into that like that. This is what it's supposed to bounce in and out right here, which it didn't. So I took all that off, and it's pretty easy. All you do is just unscrew that from up there, this screw, and then as you screws that, this is starting to come loose a little bit, but this one got really stuck. I wasn't able to, and I'm going to show you what my mistake in a minute, and you can probably prevent this on your own. So then I took that out, and then what I did was I put on the grinding wheel, and I see this bolt is bigger than the other one somehow. The other one have some kind of plastic coating on it, and so I grind this out to nice and shine again, bare metal again, and then I greased it. I greased the hole, and then I took this out. I took the plastic, the bouncy thing that uses like a spring, and I put that in, and now look at it goes in and out now easily. But then on this one here, because I grinded too much, look at it, it went on to the bare metal. But I didn't know it actually has the coating on it. Like I said, I'm going to show you in a minute. And see how loose that is. But for this one here, it's not loose at all. So if you look at closely, look at the difference on that, which I didn't know. One is actually bigger than the other, and they did that on purpose, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if they did it so one won't seize, because it seems to be like it's stuck a little bit because it dried up, I guess. So I didn't know. I grind out all that down, so now I have to get a new bolt, which was only $8 for a whole set. You would have to buy the whole set. They actually sell that separately. I went to one guy, he said they don't sell that separately. And then I went to the other guy in the same place. He was able to find it. So just to tell you that they do sell them, in case then people said that it doesn't. They do. He said that I would have to buy the whole caliper to get the bolt and everything. But then when the other guy checked it out, and they actually sell them separately and everything. So obviously the guy was trying to help me, didn't help me at all. And I was gonna tell him that, I told the guy to say, why don't you tell him that they do exist. He was like, no, I don't want to cause any commotions, blah 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 blah. But anyway, so they do exist. So if they do tell you that they don't exist, they actually do. Just remember that. Always go to someone else or whatever. If the one person doesn't seem to like helping you or something, always go to another, because some of them, they don't even give a shit what they do. But anyway, so I was able to find them for the whole set, including a boot and everything, for $8. They give you the screws, the two screws, and then they give you this and everything. I was gonna buy the whole caliper, but then I said no, they gotta have just that alone. So anyway, they do. And now I just ordered them, so I'm waiting for my dad to pick it up tonight, so then I'll put it all back. But anyway, I just want to show you what I've learned, and it's pretty quick and easy too. Don't first I spray some silicone in there, and then to loosen that, somehow it was really tight, and it wasn't releasing at all. It wasn't like, see how it bounces in and out? That's how it's supposed to work. But it didn't work that way. It got stuck in there, and this was like grinding like crazy, and the wheel was grinding like crazy. And if you noticed, this side's actually a lot thinner than this side. And if I take the brake out, watch, you can tell the difference on this. I'm gonna put them on the ground so you can tell the difference on there. Let me take this off too. Look at it. One side, they're sticking in here. Look at the difference. That's when you know that this side was stuck and wasn't able to open correctly. So this side actually a lot thinner, and you can tell the difference on that too, on this too. So it actually grind this side more than the other side. So that's to show you that that's what it causes, and it actually, like, it wasn't able to move like freely. So I knew it was stuck, a stuck caliper, and it got seized in. So what I did was I put like a good size stick inside, and I cleaned that hole up, and then I sprayed bunch of liquid in there. What you do is, I'll show you how to clean it. Not doing it, but show you how to clean it. I use this, put them inside a hole, and spray it until all the stuff would loosen on its own. Then I took the bolt and I slide it in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I put more of the silicone spray inside, because it's supposed to be water resistance. So I put it in there, and that's what I did. And when I did that, it became more looser, and I can see a bunch of like dark stuff in there. And I talked to the guy from the AutoZone. He said that they put grease in there, and the grease would dry through time. And then once it's dried through time, and it becomes like gunky. It wasn't even like grease looking. It was weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put anti-seize with grease in there, and then that way I'll have it won't seize this again. Hopefully it won't. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna squeeze anti-seize in there, and then put this back, I guess, because those silver stuff, especially the anti-silver, the anti-seize stuff with the silver on it, it'll never do it again. Well, until my next time fixing it. But I'm gonna save the bolt, I guess, for the next time. But I'm gonna put a bunch of anti-seize in there, because I don't really like the way they did this. Whoever put this, I think my dad was the one that actually, not whoever, but I think my dad was the one that actually fixed this, and he didn't put anything in last time. I remember, I think 3 years ago that this brake was replaced, and he didn't go through the extreme like I did. And then in the winter, it's starting to clogged up on him, and he's like, oh, my brake is like, I don't know, the wheel is really hard to turn, blah 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 blah. Now I wonder why. Anyway, so that was the cause of that. And just to let you know, it was pretty quick, easy, and simple, and it is my first time doing it, and it's pretty quick and easy too. Like I said, all you really do is releasing it from here, because all this is just a holding pin. The other side would grab onto this, so it basically pushes out, so it releases a little pressure out a little bit when you release the brake from here. That would also spring, you know, and what happened is supposed to spring back, but in this case it didn't, and that's why they made these rubber pieces. See that? These rubber pieces, it bounces in and out, and same thing with this right here too. So make a note of that, and you can fix it really easily. You can do this on your own. Like I said, if I can do it, anyone can. But like I said, just all you have to do is take that out, put it on a grinding wheel, or brush it off, or steel wool it, or sand it down. But be careful, they actually made both sides here. They made a notch right here on this, on both sides, and that's what let the air through, so the air would bounce back and forth. If you can see that? It bounces back and forth, and that's what taking the release come back and in and out. See it? So be careful with that little cut notch on both sides, because it needs air to go in and out, or else the screw will be so thick it won't bounce. But the point to this is that it has to bounce back and forth in order to release the pressure from here, so because that way this will spin as freely, and it won't grind down like before. It was just holding on to this, and it was grinding, and I had to do that. But anyway, if you're doing this, just make sure to follow that, and you should be all set. It's like I said, it's pretty quick and easy. You can reuse all the bolts and stuff if you just take your time out and clean it right. But I mean, for this case, it was like $8 anyway. I should have just go and get it, but I didn't want to go through that until I saw a coating on this bolt, and I was like, what the hell is that? There must be something, and they must have put it in so that way it would hold. It won't contact metal to metal, so it won't seize on it, but somehow this one does. It's weird how they design one with metal and then the other one isn't. And believe it or not, funny thing is, it was the metal that actually was the one that seized. The non-metal one just came right out. It was loose and easy, but this one wasn't. So, but stupid me grinding it all out, thinking that that's what causing it to seize up. And I was wrong. But now I just spray the silicone in, and like I said, I'm gonna put anti-seize in there with the stuff, so that way it won't do it again. But a lot of people like the anti-seize stuff, and in this case you're gonna need anti-seize in these two. But take us as a lesson for you. If you're doing it, good luck, but it's pretty quick, easy, and simple.